Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Xbox side of WR Select Draft for Season 6. I am your host, DJ Vegas. Joining me in the booth today is the one, the only, not only WR admin, but I guess you would call him Suge Knight, Young Jeezy, Hollywood Perry, Pretty Boy Perry. But you see, it's Perry in the booth with me. How's it going, my guy?
What's going on, bro? What's going on, man? It's good to be here with the Joe. It's the one and only, like you said, WR Hollywood Perry, self-proclaimed. I got Hollywood Perry from Joe Vegas, man. Ready to start it up, man. It's gonna be a fun drive. So listen, guys. Just to kick us off, like I said, it's gonna be a fun, wild draft. So in the wild turn of events, the Mountain Lions now have the first pick in the Season 6 WR Select Draft. And if you want to know how they did it, join the post-draft Periscope, because I'm going live and we got some stuff to talk about. But until then, let's get this show on the roads.
And that's true. Thank you so much for that, Perry. And yeah, it was definitely a shocking trade that just happened. So what's going to happen is, and we'll kind of go forth with it, is of course, the Mountain Lions are now on the clock with the first overall pick. They would also gain, I believe it was swapping, they got the 4th round pick, swapping for something like that. We'll give you all the details because this is just coming through to us in the booth here as we speak. But we are excited for this draft. It's something that we've been anticipating. I mean, like, we've been sitting here antsy. Like, I was about to start doing push-ups, halfway through it because, we've been waiting. We've been ready to go. But we'd love to welcome all of you. But as we allow for a little bit more, we just want to show as I shift over to the draft order. And of course, as you all see here, unfortunately, the draft order is not set up as far as our last trade, but that's perfectly fine. As you see, of course, we have the Mountain Lions who would have the first overall pick, the Austin Rattlesnakes with the 2nd overall pick, St. Louis Archers with the 3rd overall pick, Charlotte Nightcrawlers with the 4th overall pick, San Diego Tsunami with the 5th overall pick, Brooklyn Kingspins with the 6th overall pick, Orlando Knights with the 7th overall pick, the Sunshine State Flamingos with the 8th overall pick, and the Seattle Hedgehogs with the 9th overall pick from, of course, Montana Mountain Lions. And then lastly, the Los Angeles Traffic, the champions, led by GM Rankum with the 10th and final overall pick. So, we're here, man. And we do apologize. We can't blame Coach J. Coach J has been definitely doing everything he can. Unfortunately, we're just trying to throw things on the fly. And yeah, so we just wanted to start with that one. We welcome you all. We appreciate y'all. If you can do us a favor, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you put all your notifications on so you can see all WR Pro-Am League content as well as WR Select League content going forward. We have a lot that we shall be going over. And, hey, I'm excited for the season. I know Perry's excited for the season. How you feeling?
Very excited. I'm very excited. As you know, the PS draft was crazy last night. I'm sensing some excitement on the Xbox side of things. This is the GM chatting in the uproar right now about this trade. So, I mean, it's going to be wild. These GMs now, they feel like they have something to prove. Man, it's going to be crazy. The players feel like they have something to prove, especially with me saying on the pre-draft live Periscope that they can't shoot. So they feel like they have something to prove. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild.
And of course, being a primarily PlayStation guy, it's one thing that I was kind of saying earlier in the pre-draft Periscope is that I'm excited to watch Xbox because, of course, they're all the console bias, PS5, Xbox, blah, blah, blah. But I'm really excited to see some of the next up-and-coming players from the Xbox side who will make a name for themselves in Select and become some of the top players going into the rest of post-draft and pre-draft next year, as well as future 2K League stars. So the Mountain Lions have been on the clock. The pick is ready. So ready for this. The Montana Mountain Lions with the 1st overall pick select Marquise TC, point guard. So as we all see, Marquise TC, offensive threat. Points per game. This is a very shocker for me. Again, I didn't really have enough time to really just check this. They just swapped first round picks for the. My apologies. Thank you very much, Pro M WR, for that one. I want to know what's going on, but again, I would recommend all of you tune in to the WR Select post-draft show hosted by Perry, so we can talk more about this. But as you can see, Marquise, he was an offensive threat, averaged 19.2 points per game in the combine. He's really doing it. I'm really excited to see what they're going here. But without further ado, we have the Austin Rattlesnakes on the clock. All right, and the pick is in for the Austin Rattlesnakes. They select D. Dame, point guard.
And like I said, a lot of people, I think they missed the pre-draft live, but I kind of figured that there's going to be a lot of point guards flying off the board early, like we both said, because the drop-off from top-tier point guard to what's next is so high to where it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. It's crazy to see.
Of course. And, of course, Dame underrated. He's somebody who considered himself more of a Luka Doncic type player. He has competitive experience with Final Fours and Elite Eights in all leagues. He did not want to specify all leagues, but we will definitely see what's going on. In 6 combine games, he put up those numbers, which is pretty decent numbers there. We just want to see if it translates fully to the season. So we do have St. Louis Archers on the clock, and we wait for the pick to come in. All right, and the St. Louis Archers, their pick is in. The St. Louis Archers select Durant AD, point guard. And of course,
go
ahead on that one. Durant AD is someone, as Perry was kind of saying a little bit in the Periscope, Durant is somebody who is a very vocal leader. He's somebody who's apparently charismatic. He's grown tremendously. And the combine stats, of course, 21.4 points per game, 7.3 assists per game, about a rebound per game. Looking here, because of course, guys, these are all of the comparisons that players compared themselves to on the WR website that we are using. So we want to go from there. It's not our personal comparisons, but we look at Durant compared himself to more of a Chris Paul type, which he is definitely a floor general. What do you have to say on this pick, Perry?
I mean, he's a really good player. He's very versatile. He can play with anyone. And that's what I like about watching him in the combine. It didn't matter what level you were at. He was always trying to improve his game, as we also talked about in the scope. Like, he improved as the combine went on. And he literally just, he found a spot in his game where he can literally play with anyone. Like he said, Chris Paul is a very good comparison because everywhere he goes, he makes his teammates better. And I think that's what you get with Durant.
Yeah, and see, the only thing I worry about with Durant is the fact he played 45 games during the combine, the most of all players, and the fact he's only averaging 21.6 points per game throughout that whole duration. That kind of speaks a lot, and especially the fact that you only have 7.4. But so the Nightcrawlers pick is in. The Charlotte Nightcrawlers select NATO, center.
And that pick right there is surprising. I'm with someone like 772 still on the board, and you go NATO already. I know NATO is one of the top centers in this pool, but with someone like 772 still on the board, you go away from the point guard. You don't get you a score at guard. You go get NATO. I mean, I hope they have something planned at guard. But I mean, that's a really good pick. He's not a bad center. He's probably the top of the line center in the draft class. But I'm just surprised they went away from the point guard mode that's been set forth already.
So it looks like NATO, of course, he's looked at as the top center prospect on the board. While he looks like he is playing power forward, for some reason he compared himself to Kyle Lowry, which, come on, guys. I don't know about that. I don't know why you'd compare yourself to Kyle Lowry unless he's coming out here and playing point guard or something. We don't know. But there's always.
I mean, I can see it though. Like from NATO's perspective, this is just my opinion on it. I feel like he's saying that Kyler is a dog. He's a scrapper. He's gonna hustle for every play. It's the little thing, and I think that's more of what he's saying. Like, he's more willing to do the little things that a lot of big guys in the NBA aren't willing to do. He's willing to get his hands dirty, dive. I mean, you're not really gonna dive on a virtual hardwood, but you're gonna do the little things. It doesn't matter about your stats. You're gonna make winning plays at all times, and I think that's what he's saying.
See, I thought he was talking about, okay, he's a little bit chunky on that one. So big girly body as a center. But the pick is in for the San Diego Tsunami, and they choose XO Shotty, point guard. So, of course, XO Shotty, he's looked at as one of the premier point guards on the Xbox side, as well as one of the better point guards in this WR Select class. Offensive threat, he definitely qualified for the Combine this past year, averaging 29 points per game, 6.7 assists per game, somebody that's definitely going to be there. And as I look at what Shotty compared himself to, and if you give me a second, while I look for that, Perry, what do you feel about this pick?
Honestly, I'm surprised. I don't know how to feel because, like, I felt like Durant and 772 were the two best guards in this draft, and I can't believe he's still on the board, especially this late, like going into the next pick. So it's really surprising. It's really surprising to me right now. I'm shocked, but I mean, it's a good pick though. I mean, it's a character pick. You just go with your guy.
Hey, and of course, I'm a big Shotty fan. One of my favorite point guards to really watch on this side, of course, at least in this Combine, at least in this WR Select Xbox side, he compared himself to Damian Lillard. So I guess it's now Shotty time over there. But speaking about time, it looks like time's almost up and the pick is in for the Brooklyn Kingpins. And the Brooklyn Kingpins select Bray 347, point guard. Now, Bray is somebody who's coming in on that playmaking shot creator, 18.7 points per game, 4.3 assists per game, and 3.7 rebounds per game. What do you think about this pick here?
I think it's a good pick. I think that Bray will bring some versatility to the team. I want to see him pick up his scoring average. I want to see him be able to lead the team offensively and whatnot. But I think it's a good pick. I think it's a good pick for them. He's a good fit for them.
Yeah, of course. And looking at Bray, he's somebody who compares himself to Michael Jordan because of his winning mentality. He was a former WR Select champion. So we'll definitely see how that goes. I know MJ, he has 6 rings over there. We'll have to see if Bray can bring himself to that promised land. I'm not quite sure. But of course, somebody who averaged 18.7 points per game in the Combine, about 3.7 rebounds per game and 4.3 assists per game. Somebody that's going this to the team. So congratulations to him. As we do have the Orlando Knights on the clock and the pick is in. The Orlando Knights select 772, point guard.
And I feel like he is the best point guard in this draft class. And it's surprising how far he fell. So low-key, I think they got to steal at, what is this, 8 or 9? This is 8. So I feel like they got to steal right here where they're at. It's a really good pick right here. So and then they got another pick coming up in like 3 picks. So like you really get a chance to build your team around one of the best players in the draft.
Of course, and we have 772 who compares himself to Levine, who can shoot and dunk, which is it's a fun comparison there. I've also heard that he's one of the bigger trash talkers on the console, so he's definitely going to be vocal and trying to get into teams' heads. The fact that he is, he fell to this point is definitely value. Do I feel that he is the best point guard in this draft class? I'm not completely sold on that, but he does have the potential to go far and lead his team to the promised land. So congratulations to them, as we do have the Flamingos on the clock here. All right, and with the next pick, the Flamingos select V. Guerreri, point guard. So, of course, we already know Guerreri is definitely somebody who's been in the community for a while. Even us PS5 people know about him. Somebody who averaged 36 points per game, 7 assists per game. What do you think about this pick, Perry?
I definitely think it's a good pick. He's just a high volume shooter. Like he shoots a lot. So we'll just see how that transpires with the rest of his team. But he's a really good scorer though. He finds the creases in the defense. So we'll see how it goes. But
yeah, I would definitely have to agree. He's somebody who shot around 52% from three, as well as 61% from just overall field goal percentage. Somebody who compared himself to Dame Lillard, another Dame Lillard. So I guess we're gonna have to figure out who the real Dame is coming up between these two teams. So congratulations to him, as we do have, originally this was that 9th pick. That was the Mountain Lions. Now the Hedgehogs are on the clock. And their pick is in. The Seattle Hedgehogs select Sonny is Money, point guard.
And this guy here, man, he's a really good character, man. He's a character guy for me. So I watched him, and I just like the way he moves. Like it's not really he's more like when I watch him play, I think of someone like, I want to say like D'Angelo Russell, or like he pick and chooses his spot really well. He's not really flashy. He hoops, and I like that.
All right, and looking at what he said, his player comparison was another person who compared themselves to Damian Lillard. So look, I'm gonna tell you guys all this. Not everybody is Dame, all right? But not everybody can be Dame.
But that goes right back to what I was just saying about D'Angelo Russell. Like Damian Lillard, like Damian Lillard shoots the logo shot, but he's a low key type of guy and whatnot. So.
I mean, hey, I'm excited to definitely see what he was. He said himself that he was born to get buckets. So we'll definitely see this. He does have some competitive 2K accolades going on that one. So I am interested to see how he is, because again, if we have all of these point guards compare themselves to Dame, there can only be one. It's like Highlander,
Yeah.
So the champion Los Angeles Traffic, of course, they retained a player in Eyeball Zay. So which is a phenomenal pick. I think the fact that you're able to retain a player of Zay's caliber, of course, shout out to Eyeball. Shout out to Eyeball there. That's a huge pick by Rankum right there. You're getting probably arguably the most talented person in this combine, in this Xbox Select draft, all the way with that 10th pick, and you still have the 11th pick coming back around. But talking about coming back around, what's about to come back around, Perry?
What's that?
The WR season, as well as, UPA. Have you heard about UPA?
Yeah, I really like the idea of UPA, but I don't know if the crowd has heard about it. Let's play that commercial for them. Let's see. Let's let them hear about it.
Over the years, we've seen leagues scamming you out of money, not paying out as advertised, operating illegally, and most importantly, not doing their part to promote you and your team when you've accomplished the feat. You win and it does move your draft stock a bit. We're working together to bring an official structure to the Pro-Am community called the UPA, Unified Pro-Am Association. We will have UPA certified leagues. Here are the benefits of playing in a UPA certified league. First, UPA certified leagues offer guaranteed payouts as advertised. WR, MPBA, and later Prestige Area and their affiliate leagues have served the community since 2015. We've seen dozens of leagues create a Twitter, provide a Cash App, and disappear overnight. UPA certified leagues are safe.
There's no reason you should have to play 3 or more finals in one night. The UPA will take into consideration for all NBA 2K League qualifying events. There may be overlap, but we will do what we can to limit it. There is often confusion among league rules. The UPA will have a clear set of rules across the board. Also, you cheat in one, you will be banned from them all. The risk to cheat is higher than ever. This will create a way safer and cleaner competitive Pro-Am experience.
UPA certified leagues offer the most direct connection to the next level. When you play in UPA leagues and tournaments, it's guaranteed you will have the attention of scouts, coaches, and GMs at the next level.
UPA certified leagues have zero tolerance for discrimination based on race, gender, national origin, religion, or sexual orientation. Anyone in violation will be brought before a council and require sensitivity training or face a lifetime ban from all UPA leagues.
Last, we've heard your ideas to have one unified national Pro-Am champion, and we're answering the call. That's right, one true amateur champion. Beginning in the post-draft, you'll only be able to earn entry into the National Pro-Am Championship from events hosted by UPA certified leagues. Winners of these events will automatically qualify for the National Championship Tournament, and at-large bids will be awarded based on NAP's innovative Legacy Leaderboard scoring system, applied only to UPA leagues.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joe Vegas here in the booth with Hollywood Perry. Wow, Perry, don't you just love that commercial?
Love it, bro. Absolutely love it, bro. And that was another wild first round of WR Select draft. It's been crazy. I think it's gonna get even crazier now that most of the top point guards are off the board. We got just give you a rundown if you're just joining. So what happened was the Mountain Lions traded for the number 1 pick. They picked up my guy Marquise TC, and then it went back to regular draft order. So the Rattlesnakes drafted Dame, Archers drafted Durant at 3, Nightcrawlers drafted NATO, the Tsunami drafted Shotty, Kingpin drafted Bray, then the Knights drafted 772, which I think will be the still of the draft. Then the
no bias. You're in the booth, man. What's going on?
Hedgehog drafted Sunny as Money, and then you got the Flamingos drafting V Guerrero, and now we're going to the second round, and the LA Traffic defending champions Rankum is on the clock.
And of course, as Perry kind of spoke about earlier, now most of the teams already picked their point guards. Everybody really has their point guards with the exception of the Nightcrawlers. So I'm really interested to see what the Nightcrawlers decide to do. Because, hey, now they have their choice of point guards. Maybe we see some people try and take somebody to really bolster that backcourt. But at this point, I'm trying to get best available at whatever center lock position I can. But going on as the Traffic are on the clock, the pick is in. The Los Angeles Traffic with the 11th pick select Jolo, power forward. Now, this is a great pick here by Rankum. Somebody who averaged 15 points per game in the combine, 5 assists per game, as well as 10.4 rebounds per game, which is a great stat line overall. What do you think about this pick, Perry?
It's a great pick. Rankum is one of those guys who really knows what he's doing. So for him to go there, he's pairing someone with Zay, who I think Zay likes. So I think it's a chemistry pick right here, and I think that Rankum is trying to repeat, because like he said on the live stream before the draft, he's picking at 10, but he has the best player available already, and I think he's just trying to really build around that. He wants to repeat, and I think that's what he's going to do low key.
All right, and of course, looking at Jolo here, they have him potentially looked at as, somebody who, at least on these stats, small forward, but of course we know that he is going to be more so of the facilitating finisher on that 6'10" or that power forward build. The funny part about all of this is that he compares himself to PJ Tucker because he's the GOAT at power forward. I'm shook. I'm not gonna lie. I'm shook right now with that comparison. But of course, the ones who are trolls, sometimes it's a fun thing. He's a big vibe guy. I'm excited to see what Rankum has in store with this pick, as we do have the Mountain Lions who are back on the clock. They got the first overall pick. Now they're right back here with 12. Let's see who they pick. And of course, everyone, we just wanted to specify that the countdown time does not specify as far as the GM time. They're a little bit ahead. So we're actually working on something to fix for you. It's a little graphical error. Blame Coach Day. JK, don't blame him. He's working very hard. You should hear him. He's cursing me out right now in the booth, but it's all love there. But hey, it is what it is. We're waiting here as the pick is pending for the Mountain Lions. As we see, Jolo, PJ Tucker is the best, no cap. I mean, to each their own, man. To each their own, that's for sure. But
hey,
why
man,
do you think? Good.
Ev just called me, man. He wanted to speak to everybody. Said good luck in the draft. That's why I muted myself. He just called me. Wanted to say good luck to everyone. He gave me an update. So listen, guys, the post-draft Periscope is gonna be wild. Make sure you join up. But Ev just wanted to speak. He sent his best wishes to everyone. Good luck.
Man, I am coming into that post-draft Periscope with popcorn, with the tea, with everything, because that thing is about to be spicy. But speaking of spicy, this next pick is going to be spicy because it's in right now for the Mountain Lions. So with the 12th overall pick, the Mountain Lions select Ravinci, shooting guard. So, of course, Ravinci on that two-way inside scorer, somebody who averaged 10 points per game, 1.7 assists per game, and 2.7 rebounds per game. What do you think about this pick here, Perry?
It depends on what they want him to do. Who's his player comparison?
Give me 1 second. I'm pulling that up as we speak.
Okay, I'm just curious. I'm just curious because with this pick right here, Ravinci going. I'm curious to what the Mountain Lions are going because they traded for one and then they take a small forward. I definitely thought they were going to go center. Here, but it's surprising that they went lock. So, are they putting all their trust in Marquise to score the basketball? Because it looks like they're going to try to go away from the meta of the 3 power forward meta. Because normally with the 3 power forward meta, you got to have a sharp block. So they're going to try to go away from that. Unless he has a sharp block that no one knows about, it looks like they're going away from the meta.
So, of course, he does play on that two-way. So you could potentially look, he's definitely going to be a lock, more of a, a two-way lock at that point. I think that they're going lock position here because, of course, a lot of the top centers are off the board. So you're just going to get best available and get your lock out of the way and come back around and grab your center, which is another key to that team. So it's a great pick there. His player comparison is Patrick Beverley because he loves making the point guards play out of their comfort zone. So we'll definitely have to see if that works. But speaking of working, the Flamingos pick is in. And they select Eyeball Landis, center.
That's my guy, man. He's such a good guy. He puts his head down. He works hard. That's a really good guy, man. That's a really good guy right there. That's not a bad pick.
Look, it's a very special moment for me to be able to announce this Landis pick. One of my good friends in this community. Hey, look, I guess what is he, the Ginger Jesus? What are we going to call him on this one? I don't know. He averaged 9.4 points per game, 4.9 assists per game, 10.6 rebounds per game, and probably about 5 to 6 different graphics per game as well. Because, of course, this man does a lot with the graphics. So big shout out to him. He's still a bot. He's still, one of the worst in eyeball, but we still love him. His graphic game and everything else is on point. So a big congratulations to Landis. As we have the next pick on there, he also compares himself to Jokic, which we're gonna roast him for afterwards.
But this is what we were just saying about the drop off at center though. No disrespect to Landis, but the top centers are gone, so I'm surprised they took him this early. Like it's still a good pick because Landis can hoop, but I feel like it's a little early. It's a little bit of a reach because you could have got yourself a top lockdown or a top sharp anywhere else, but you went center here just to secure that position because you feel like he's not going to be there when you come back around and whatnot. Because you got another 12 picks before you get a pick again. So it's kind of crazy. Actually, 20-something picks again before you get a pick again. So I get it, but I'm a little surprised.
Hey, well, hopefully Landis will make you eat those words as well as
definitely.
And make a graphic for it. But we do have the Knights on the clock. We're waiting to see who they pick with this one. And that pick actually just came in. So the Orlando Knights select Logical, shooting guard. Now, Logical was somebody who participated in the NBA 2K League Combine who's looked at as one of, a solid lockdown in that spot. Definitely one of the more up-and-coming people, probably a year out, but he's really good. Somebody that you can definitely look at, has 2K League potential in the future. I think this is a steal here at 7, at this pick, averaging 17 points per game, 6.3 assists per game, and about a rebound per game. What do you think about this pick, Perry?
I think Taylor Logical is going to be a good fit here. I just hope that he can really contain. I think this was one of the guys 772 was saying was one of the best blocks on the board. So I think it's a good pick. I just hope that he can contain the other point guards like they said he could. But pairing him up with 772 is another chemistry pick. They have some chemistry going, I believe. So I think it's a good pick there, just to pair someone with, build. If you're gonna build around 772, you're gonna put him with people that he's already comfortable playing with.
All right, yeah, I definitely agree. He compares himself to Kobe or Patrick Beverly, so that's a definitely interesting one, an interesting comparison. But the Brooklyn Kingpins are on the clock, and it looks like that pick is in. So the Kingpins select Sniper Lil. I guess pound 5238, because I think he just added in his Discord name. But congratulations to him. Power forward on that slashing shot creator, averaged 10 points per game, 1.8 assists, and 6.2 rebounds per game. It's a solid pick to pick with Bray. What do you think about this pick, Perry?
I really don't know much about Sniper, so I'm not gonna really say too much. It looks like he's a swinger. Looks like, I'm not sure, but I just hope this is one of those picks where it may be a little too early for me. If I was picking in this spot, I'm not going power forward this early. But it's like we were saying with the drop off. Like, there's so many good locks on the Xbox side to where you can afford to wait to take a lock. But I would also take another shooting guard, or I would take something I know is not going to come back around. I feel like a power forward is I'm not going to say easy to find because it's downplaying the position, but I feel like he would have been there still. No disrespect to him, though.
Yeah, I'm still kind of and what it's looking like is, hold on one second. It looks like there's an issue going on, because all right, I guess it was that was the correct pick. That was not an error. There is something. This is what their GM said. I think they were potentially looking at shot by Sniper, but they picked Sniper Lil, and that is very unfortunate, honestly. And that's on, to be quite honest, that's on the GM for that pick.
Yeah.
Correct, but it looks like, going through it now, looking at Green Honcho, the GM for the Kingpins, definitely picked Sniper Lil. I see it here. We have them in 4K, so that is definitely on that GM. It's unfortunate because their player was right there in their pick, and
he got picked next. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you kind of just spoiled it because the pick is in. As we go, as the San Diego Tsunami pick shot by Sniper, literally right after on that two-way sharpshooter. Talk about down bad. That is down bad. Hey, I'm looking at, if that was the case, I'm looking at that GM. Shame.
If that was the case, I don't know what they want us to do, because we can only take the name they say, and that's the name you said. I apologize if there's more than one Sniper in the chat, but in the draft, but that's what you said. That's the name you said. So that's the name that we said, and it's on you, dog. You got to make sure that you're picking the person that you actually want.
Yeah, and again, it is what it is. I definitely understand. I definitely feel the pain. It's someone that you definitely should be speaking to your people. That is actually going to go down in WR select draft league history with that one. But who knows? Maybe Sniper Lil is going to be, step up to the plate and play better. But that does hurt because Shot by Sniper is definitely one of the best, locks and two-way sharps in this draft class. Someone who compares himself to Klay Thompson. Big shout out to Temple. Definitely love to see it. It definitely does hurt, but this is one person's mistake, somebody else capitalizes on it. So, of course, now the Tsunami get to pair Shot by Sniper with Shotty, which is already a scary combo there, as we do have the Nightcrawlers on the clock, and it looks like their pick is in. And it looks like the Charlotte Nightcrawlers select Cole World 901.
And in the pre-draft Periscope, 772 said this right here was one of the best locks in this draft. Because when I asked 772 straight up, because he said it wasn't much competition, so I said, so you're saying no one can guard you? And this was someone he named by name, saying that he gives me challenges. So the fact that they got him where they got him at in the second round, at the end of the second round, is crazy. So you pair him with NATO. So the Nightcrawlers are going all defense. They got the best defensive center. Now you got one of the best locks. So now I'm just curious what they're going to do at guard for offense. But now they have the best, on paper, 1-2 pairing. The best center and lock duo. And let's see if they can really have the best defense in the league.
Yeah, and look, of course, Cole World looking at his stats here. Somebody who averaged 18.9 points per game. Someone who averaged 3.1 assists per game on that two-way, as well as someone who averaged about, I'm looking at his rebounds here, 1.9 rebounds per game. But again, someone who can play on that two-way position, another great lock. Looks like he compares himself to Michael Kidd-Gilchrist because of his ability to guard multiple positions on the floor. Hopefully he can shoot a lot better than Michael Kidd-Gilchrist because if not, this team is going to be struggling. He was a Cavs Legion tourney winner, PBA champ, WR Final Four, Elite 8 Open playoff. So he does have some accolades there. So I'm interested to see how he plays on this team going forward, especially being paired with NATO. They didn't go point guard again, which
and you know what's crazy? I was just thinking I wouldn't be surprised if they go power forward next year and they solidify their defense. I wouldn't be because the drop off is so huge. If you look at the point guard list that's remaining, there are none that really pop right now.
Look like I do apologize. The St. Louis Archers pick is in, and they select MGX Notorious, power forward. So, of course, we have MGX Notorious on that 3-level scorer, somebody who averaged 8.8 points per game, 3 assists per game, 9.8 rebounds per game. What do you think about this pick, Perry?
He's one of those guys that's I feel like he's versatile. He can play more than just. I feel like he reminds me of a new Dean, kind of like you can put him on pick and roll. Like you can put him on the pick and roll. Like you can switch your whole defense because you have a player like this. He can also run the pick and roll, but also get back to the corner and whatnot. So I feel like it's a good pick, especially here, especially with people are solidifying their defense now. So I think it's a really good pick.
Well, he is somebody who compares himself to Joel Embiid, which is a huge comparison, and like you're setting the stakes high. But let's see how it works with Durant at that point guard position with this, for this Archers team. Congratulations to Notorious going on there. As we do go to the Austin Rattlesnakes, who are on the clock, and the pick is in. The Rattlesnakes select Syllable, small forward. Now, Syllable, small forward, again, the run on locks continues. This is someone who plays primarily the lockdown defender build, someone who averaged 16.9 points per game in the combine, 4 assists, 1.1 rebounds per game. What do you think about this pick, Barry?
I feel like he's going to be very versatile at lock. He's gonna give some point guards trouble, in my opinion. I just feel like Is he going to be able to shoot consistently? He's averaging 17 in the combine, but like I said, man, there was a lot of these guys who just seemed like they couldn't shoot. But like I said in the pre-draft live, I don't know if it was troll, but it looked crazy that they couldn't shoot consistently. But he's one of those guys that's going to have to prove that he can that he's here to stay, especially being picked this early.
Definitely agree. And he's somebody who's played in Prestige Final Fours and WR Open Finals before. He compares himself to Kobe and KD. So hopefully, comparing yourself to Kobe and KD while playing on a lockdown build, hopefully he can shoot, because usually those lockdown builds, you kind of run into those issues about not being able to shoot as consistently. But congratulations to Syllable there as he goes on.
And actually, I'm looking at the numbers now. He shot really well in the combine, surprisingly.
Yeah,
he's 48 for 50 something. So he shot really well. So hopefully he can keep it going, especially playing with someone like Durant, who's gonna have to get that ball moving.
Yep, and so it looks like the Hedgehogs pick is in. They're on the clock, and the Hedgehogs select Chuba, power forward. Now, Chuba is looked at as probably one of the best power forwards in this class. The fact that he has fallen to this pick, the 24th pick, the 20th pick overall, it says a lot. As somebody who averaged 8.8 points per game, 3.8 assists per game, 6.4 rebounds per game. What do you think about this pick, Perry?
I think it's a really good pick. Like you said, he's one of the best power forwards here. He's known, so I'm surprised that he dropped all the way to 20. But it's a good pick. I think it's a good pick it's a good bounce back pick for the Hedgehog, especially since they traded down to 9. So I think it's a really good pick right here. Just solidify you on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree. Somebody who compares himself to Dirk because he's loyal to his team. So, hey, somebody who's all about loyalty.
I like that.
And I definitely do too. You know what else I'm loyal to, Perry?
What's that?
I'm loyal to the UPA. Let's hear about it.
All right, we're gonna skip the WR. We're gonna skip the UPA at this time. We're gonna talk about WR. Okay, so this is something I'm passionate about, man. So right now, you guys are watching the screen for the WR Select Draft, but this right here is the WR Season 29 and the Season 20 on Xbox registration. Tonight's the last night to sign up to get to get the WR Open Access. Listen, like this right here is. I started off as a stats guy in WR, and the thing that we're all the way in Season 30 is crazy. But sign up today. You have until 11:59 tonight, or you will no longer be able to get WR Open Access. Don't write me tomorrow saying, "Hey, I was asleep," or "I missed it tomorrow. I missed it, and can you please give me can you please put me in the Open?" No, sir.
Or hey, I accidentally signed up for the wrong, the wrong league because I meant WR, but I got RW or something, like people make mistakes.
Yeah. So sign-ups are now open. Go ahead and sign up for Season 30 on PS and Season 20 on Xbox. Hey. Season 29 on PlayStation, I'm sorry.
And we're all interested on that. So everyone make sure you check that out. But it looks like the next few picks are in. Of course, as we wait for this next pick to get queued up and we wait for that to come fully in, I'm seeing some things that these Chubas ain't loyal. That's really unfortunate. Hopefully, he can show some loyalty going on here. Jolo wasn't happy with that one. But please, let us know who you think the best pick is so far, as well as who do you think is the biggest reach going forward. I know there's some favorites in the chat, but we definitely want to hear that. Also, please make sure you take the time to drop a like, as well as subscribe to the WR YouTube channel, as well as turn on notifications so you can get great content like this all the time. Is that right, Perry?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna start going live on the dev. I'm gonna start putting out more content because I know you guys love seeing Hollywood Perry on the camera. So I'm gonna start putting out some more content for you guys, man. Just making sure that like I said in the chat, man, this is all about player development and player exposure. So we're trying to do the best we can. So the bigger WR grows, the more we can make you grow, honestly.
And I definitely like that. We should probably get that on t-shirts, and it's cool. We understand that Perry thinks he's light skinned, but it looks like the Seattle Hedgehogs pick is in.
Wow.
And the Seattle Hedgehogs select Lion 23 Shada, shooting guard. Now, of course, Lion Shada, another person who's on that two-way sharp, so probably going in to fill that lockdown role. Someone who averaged about 14.7 points per game in the combine, 3.6 assists per game, 1 rebound a game. What do you think about this pick, Perry?
It's a really good pick. I really don't know too much about him. I'm pulling up his stats right now to see what he did in the combine. But I think it's a good pick just because it's like you said, he's on a build that can really help this team, especially where they got him at to start the third round off.
Of course, and looking at it here, he compares himself to Klay Thompson, Allen Iverson, Jimmy Butler, and Damian Lillard because he can score from anywhere and lock up your best player. So, hey, if you think you're
that's Hall of Fame right there, man. That's a lot of different play styles to compare yourself to, man. Like that is a lot of different play styles. Like you gotta make sure that you're coming out firing on all cylinders if you're gonna say Jimmy Butler, Allen Iverson. Like Allen Iverson played with so much heart. So are you telling me that you're gonna come out here and compete every game? Like even in your bad games, you're still gonna get through it? If that's what you're telling me, then I'm a believer. I can be a believer, but I don't know, man. That's kind of crazy. Lion shot 63% from the 3-point line in the combine. And that was in, I think, 9 games. Let me make sure. Yeah, he played 9 games and shot 62%, so not bad. So he can really shoot, it looks like.
And I do see, as we have this next pick coming on for the WR Select Draft, the Austin Rattlesnakes select Dev VE, power forward. From one V to another. Congratulations. Dev is somebody who played 6 games in the combine, but averaged 10 points, 10.7 points per game, 5.2 assists, 8.7 rebounds per game. What do you think about this?
So they have Dame at point guard, and they have Syllable at log, and then they go Dev at power forward. And so I think they're trying to solidify their defense with their last 2 picks. So now I think their next pick is definitely going to be a center. Just to make sure. So I think it's like you said, the best available pick right here. Just it's a fit, just to make sure that they are solidifying their defense because you're gonna have to stop somebody. So I think that's what they're trying to do here, and I think he's a good fit for that.
Yeah, and I think also looking at his profile, he does have an additional center build. So it's somebody who can be versatile and play the 4 or the 5. He compares himself to Scotty at the 4, always being able to play, and at the 5. Big Shaq. Hopefully not Big Shaq the rapper, but Big Shaq because he's a big body in the paint. So congratulations to him there as we are getting ready. But I do want to say a big shout out to Timberwolves Gaming's own Miles Ballin in the chat. Minnesota Miles, someone who went, as he says in the chat, went from WR Select Champ last post-draft to a league player. So it is possible. There's a lot of talent that comes through WR Select. You just have to make sure you do the grind. So a big shout out to you, Miles. Make sure you do your job. Come up with a nickname. And bring one home for us, man.
And so, like, if you're one of the people that I reached out to, and told you, like, I'm gonna try to help you brand yourself, this is what that is. Like, honestly, like WR Select is what you make it. What you put into it is what you get out. So like we're gonna do the work on our end. So you have to do this athlete.
Speaking of doing the work, I do apologize. The pick is in. It looks like Logic FT is the pick here. 2-way inside out scorer. For you who don't know, Logic FT is also Logic GFX. He is someone in the community, if you guys don't know, who makes some of the best mixtapes, videos, edits across the board. A phenomenal person. So a big shout out to him on that one. It's a great pick here. What do you think about this pick, Perry? And I do apologize for cutting you off on that one.
No, you good, bro. You good. I mean, we gotta keep the draft going. So if I'm talking too much, go ahead and cut me off. But like you said, I think Logic is a great fit for this team right here. I feel like a lot of these GMs are like Logic GM play like. And now you see like the most of their team. Like they always point guard first. Now they're going center then lock or lock then center just to get their pick and roll defense set up. And then I think now they're gonna go hash or power forward. But I think it's a really good pick because if him and Notorious can lock up the pick and roll and Durant's doing his thing, they're gonna win. They're gonna win a lot of games.
A big shout out, and we do of course some stuff is on the thing. We just do apologize for that one, but a big shout out to Logic. He is, look, I'm just saying, we could kind of create a content creator team at this point. We had Landis got drafted earlier. Now we have Logic getting drafted here. Logic compares himself to Paul George because of the versatility of defending on the perimeter and in the paint, as well as the offensive game. Hopefully he is playoff P and not, pandemic P, because there's a huge difference there. But a big shout out to him, someone who averaged 14.2 points in the combine. And it looks like the next pick is in for the Nightcrawlers. Sorry, I'm getting in from the booth. The pick is not in yet. It's still pending on that one. But hey, this stuff is looking crazy so far, right? Man, like I'm still shook. I didn't know Logic was a hooper. Like that's, the chat is also reading the chat right now. The chat is just as shook. So I'm excited to see how Logic plays going forward with this team. But I know we were saying the pick was in. The pick is officially in. The Charlotte Nightcrawlers select Tesla starter, shooting guard. So Tesla starter on the two-way threat. The run on the two-ways continues. Someone who averaged 17.6 points per game, 3.8 assists per game, and about a half a rebound per game. What do you think about this pick, Barry?
I'm sorry, I was in the chat. I missed that. What was that question? Lion Shot. I'm sorry. Yeah, the chat's going crazy right now, man. The GMs are asking me questions, so I kind of zoned out on that one.
So we do have our guy Tesla starter, who was just drafted. As we pull up his whole profile, one, it looks like he has some gray hair going with the ginger stuff, but he compares himself to a Bradley Beal, someone who can play the one but can still play at the two. He has a two-way threat, but also can play the offensive threat. He has that build there. Someone who started in 2K20, so he's still fairly new to the scene, but still played a lot. So congratulations to him. As the next pick goes on, the San Diego Tsunami's pick is in. San Diego Tsunami select King Marcello, power forward. Now, King Marcello on that power forward, on the post playmaker, averaging 14.8 points per game, 3.6 assists, and 8.2 rebounds per game. What you thinking about this pick, Perry? Because for those who didn't know, this pick with King Marcello, I believe it is the third round. It is the sixth pick in the third round.
Yeah,
fifth pick in the third round.
He gotta make sure he can shoot it consistently. He shot under 50% in the combine, so he just gotta make sure he can shoot the three consistently. But other than that, it's a solid pick. He averaged 8.2 rebounds a game and 3.6 assists. So that's really solid to be a power forward or center, however you play him. But other than that, just as long as he can shoot consistently, he won't be a liability on the court. But,
so you're saying like he's one of those Xbox players that you were talking about who couldn't shoot? Come on, look, we can't keep having the Xbox slander going on during the Xbox draft, all right? Like that's bias. We don't like it.
I didn't say As long as he can shoot consistently, that's it. I'm not gonna tell a lie. He has to shoot consistently. Listen, I'm telling you, like if I'm on the court and you go over to in the corner, you got to make 3 in a row for me to guard you. I'm gonna walk away from you. I'm gonna be disrespectful with it. So,
well, someone who compares himself to Kevin Love and being a knockdown shooter, hopefully that can translate. He's not trolling. As the Brooklyn Kingpins pick is in, the Brooklyn Kingpins select step back Sam, shooting guard. So, of course, step back Sam on that facilitating 3-level 2-way. I dare you to say that 5 times fast. I'm guessing he's a big fan of the step back. Somebody who averaged 17.5 points per game, 4 assists per game, and 1 rebound per game. What are your thoughts on this pick here, Perry?
No, okay, so I'm not gonna lie. Like I jumped into one of the streams by mistake, and I saw this guy shooting the lights out the ball. Like he can really shoot it. Like he had to look like I literally stopped. Like who the hell is this? Like he can really shoot it. So he's one of those guys where you have to hug him. If you give him any space, he's gonna blind you. So you got to make sure he can really shoot it. So it's a really good pick right here.
Big congratulations to Step Back Sam, someone who's going to the Kingpins, who they're making up for their previous flub, where apparently they got the snipers mixed up. That's the one thing you don't want to do is mix up a sniper. So you bring in Step Back Sam to come in and take over that 2-way, that lock position, to be joined with Sniper Lil and PG Bray. It's a solid pick for them, as the Orlando Knights are on the clock. And it looks like the pick is in. The Orlando Knights select Baby Boy Jordy, shooting guard. So, hey, you bring in another sharp lock. Granted, you already brought in TEEZO, TEEZO Logical. Let's not get them confused, because we do have Eyeball TEEZO, Celtics TEEZO, League TEEZO, and now you have TEEZO Logical with Baby Boy Jody and 772 with this Knights team, averaging 14.8 points per game, 3.4 assists per game, and 3.9 rebounds per game. What do you think about this pick here, Perry?
Okay, so this is one of those guys, bro. Like he played 11 combine games, but he shot 19 for 54 from the 3-point line, 35%. So how much of that is really troll? Like we were saying that they're playing out of their body, but 19 for 54, bro, you gotta be better than that.
Hey, and we will definitely see as that kind of goes in. His comparison is looking like he compared himself to Klay Thompson. Of course, a lot of these top players are going to compare themselves to top players in the NBA. As the pick is in for the Flamingos, they draft King TC, shooting guard. So King TC on the 2-way pass first wing averaged 16.6 points per game in the combine, 4.2 assists per game in the combine, and about a rebound. How do you like this pick here for the Flamingos?
Like, this is another one. He played 5 games, but he's shooting 37% from 3-point line. So it's just like, how is your spacing going to be if you have guys that can't hit shots? Is your point going to get frustrated? He's going to be playing with Guerrero. How do you combat that? You got a player that's low key a liability. He shot 12 for 32 in the 3-point line in the combine.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a solid lock though. He's a solid player. But you got to be able to shoot. He's a 2-way shot creator, and he has an offensive threat. So they may make him play on the offensive threat just to make sure that they have a consistent shot on the court.
Yep, and he compares himself to Avery Bradley, a 3-and-D vocal leader. As the Mountain Lions pick is in, the Montana Mountain Lions, who made this draft all kinds of crazy, select Kakarot, point guard. Now, big shout out to the Dragon Ball Z reference on that one, as he comes in on that floor spacing slasher, somebody who averaged 18.9 points per game in the combine, 4.7 assists per game, and 2.3 rebounds per game. Are you a fan of this Kakarot pick, or are you just a fan of the name, Perry?
I'm a fan of the name. I'm just curious of what Trill has going on. That's the GM of the Mountain Lions, because they traded for the number 1 pick and drafted Marquise, and then you draft another point guard. But I'm looking here. He also has a power forward / center build, so he may play power forward on that post facilitator. or center. So I'm just curious to what they do with that. He has versatility in his game. So if you use him elsewhere, or they may run 2 guards and put him at the hash, I don't know. But I'm just curious to see how they run with this lineup with trading for Marquise.
And that's definitely something I'm looking at. Is probably running a double ball handler system. Somebody he compares himself to is White Chocolate, because he has the passing IQ and can get a bucket when needed. He's somebody who played in multiple comp leagues, but we do have the Los Angeles Traffic on the clock, and it looks like their pick is in. The Traffic select Be More Pause, power forward. So a big congratulations to my guy B More. Well deserving. Someone who not only averaged 9.1 points per game in the combine, he averaged 3 assists, about 6.6 rebounds. He was looked at as around, second in steals per game at his position, second in 3-point field goal percentage at his position, and even fourth in field goal total at his position. So it's a solid pick for the reigning champs there. What do you think about this pick here?
I like this pick only because I had a conversation with B More because we had a situation where we haven't had a conversation. He's a really cool guy. He's smart. He's intelligent, and I like that. And that same intelligence shows on the court, and I like that. And he knows how to bait. He will bait you from hell. So you gotta watch out on his corner. But he's a really good guy. I like this pick.
Rankum's not just selecting anyone to go to the champions. All right, so definitely has to be somebody there.
Rankum's saying he's trying to repeat. That's what's on his mind.
Hey, exactly.
He wants to try to up.
Exactly. Somebody, B More compares himself to Mono. So yeah, that triangle is gonna be a little crazy. But all right, y'all. I know you love commercials because I love commercials. Perry loves commercials. And I know how much you love that UPA commercial, but I'm going to give y'all a break this time. I'm going to show you a little bit about WR and let you know all that we do here at WR and what you have to look forward to. Check it out. All right. And wasn't that a breath of fresh air? Something a little bit different that wasn't seeing Ev's beautiful face playing every other round, because I know a lot of people are probably, as much as we love Ev, we're probably sick of seeing his face at this point. Am I right there?
Yeah, just a little bit. Hey guys, man, remember to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. We're gonna be trying to put out more content for you guys. And also comment, man. You guys let me know in the chat right now. Who do you guys feel like is the best player available left on the draft board? Put that in the chat for me right now as we get ready to go on to the next round.
Also, just so you all know, we are giving away 3 $10 off, $10 off coupons for WR. For, of course, as you all know, the deadline to sign up and be able to participate in the WR Open is tonight at 11:59, not 12 o'clock, not 11:58, 11:59. So make sure you sign up, you do your thing. So we're checking you out. We're going to pick who we think are the people engaging the most in the chat. We'll see what it is. We're going to shout some people out, and we're going to hook them off with a $10 coupon because, hey, who doesn't love free money? But as we go to it, we do have the Los Angeles Traffic, the championship traffic, on the clock. We are in the 4th round. we're about halfway through here. The pick is in for the Traffic, and they pick WST Sauce, shooting guard.
This man record didn't come to just win. He came to destroy. Oh my goodness. Like, I don't know, man. This is crazy. Like, he went and got a very solid shooter. He played 8 games in the combine, averaged 21.4. That's crazy. At shooting guard, to go with someone like Zay, they're gonna be wild over there.
Yeah, and this is definitely a great pick here by the championship Traffic. Well, the champion Traffic. As we do pull up WST Sauce and stuff, I do want to ask the chat. Please let us know if you feel that Perry's mic is a little staticky, so we can have him refresh and go back out that. Just let us know. Also, engage in the chat, baby. We want to give out some of these coupons. Let us know. We got Lux out here trying to be like Oprah, giving y'all free dollar bills. We got to see what's going on. But as we do talk about that, Sauce does compare himself to Devin Booker because he steps up when his team needs big time plays, has that playmaking shot creator, offensive threat, and a lot of versatility there with that Traffic team. So as the Mountain Lions are back on the clock, we wait for their pick. It looks like the pick is in, and they pick Z Kraka. I hope I said that right. Center, post playmaker, or crack. I don't know how. Of course, you got some crazy, like you got some like crock.
I'm not even gonna try.
Hey, it's a crock of a pick here, I guess. Like it's please. If you're in the chat right now, please definitely say the pronunciation for us because, of course, a lot of gamer tags are a little difficult, but it's all love, all jokes. It's crack in. Okay, so there's a mispronunciation there. So crack in. Big mistake. Not crack in to the Mountain Lions with this pick, the second pick in the 4th overall round. Somebody who averaged 10.8 points per game, definitely doing his thing there. What do you think about this pick, though, Perry?
It's a really good pick. He's a popper, so he can shoot it a little bit. He said that his player comparison is Tim Duncan, and because he plays the game the right way, fundamentals. He said he's the WR Select champion. So I think this is a really good pick. So you get someone with experience here for the Mountain Lions. So I think him and Revenci on the pick and roll should be decent.
Yeah, but it looks like the Flamingos pick is in. And the Flamingos select Ryu, power forward. And we are looking like Perry, you are getting a little bit of static on your side. So if you can just reset your mic for us, just reset your computer, we'll keep it going. You can hop back in whenever you're ready. As Ryu, somebody who was on that scoring machine, averaging 10.7 points per game, 4 assists per game, and 4.2 rebounds per game to go to this Flamingos team. As I pull up his platform here, somebody who played 26 games during the combine, pulling up his player comparison. As we have Perry reset his mic, he's someone who compares himself to Ray Allen or Larry Bird. He's willing and able to take big shots and control if necessary. Someone who does have a few accolades, as well as being a season 5 runner-up for WR Select. So hey, it's a great pick here that's going to this Flamingos team. And of course, with the 4th pick in the 4th round, the Orlando Knights are on the clock. And we wait to go in here. So of course, chat, be more, yes, of course. You definitely did put your comparison as Mono. Gotta love Mono. Great player there. As we do wait for the Knights pick on, which actually I just got word it is in. So with the 4th pick in the 4th round, the Orlando Knights select Resonated K, power forward, post playmaker. Now, Resonated K, but we're just gonna call him Rez for right now, averaged 6.5 points per game, 1 assist per game, and 4.8 rebounds per game. Someone that's going to be tied with 772, STEEZO, Logical as well as baby boy Jody. Now, of course, you got your power forward here after going for 2 straight shooting guards who play on that 2-way. I'm really excited to see what this Knights team is going to do with all of this. So we'll definitely see, as we do have the hitmen on the clock, but we do want to make sure you all are doing whatever you need to do and interacting with the chat, because of course we have 3 coupons that we want to give away. And we do have some people who feel a little slighted right now, going on in the chat, feeling that some people are trolling. Hey, Marky Mark, you should have talked to the Funky Bunch, right? Wait, I'm sorry, 2002. You're probably too young for that reference. But as the pick is in for the Brooklyn Kingpins, they select Sammy Peace, center. So of course, now that we had our run on point guards, we had our run on locks, we're going to start slowly seeing our run on centers as Sammy Peace goes here to the Kingpins. He's going to be paired with Step Back Sam, Sniper Lil, and PG Bray. Somebody who averaged 23.5 points per game in the combine, 1.5 assists per game, and 3.3 rebounds per game, going right here to the Kingpins. And just so you guys know, it is kind of hey, shout out to you, B More. Look, you got it, man. You got the old look, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. I'm not like super old, but like I get the culture reference. If you guys know Mark Wahlberg was actually a musician before he became an actor, which is crazy. But the Tsunami are on the clock. That pick is in. Harry's still not back yet, but it's okay. We're gonna wave to you as the Tsunami pick Oh Darkness, power forward. So of course, now we have to run on bigs going Oh Darkness on the post facilitator, somebody who averaged 6.7 points per game, 1.7 assists per game, and 5.9 rebounds per game. Somebody who's going there to be paired with Shoddy, shot by Sniper, and King Marcello. So most likely, if King Marcello is going to be playing the big man position, you have Darkness who's going to come in, whose job is to be swinging, and swinging some more, which is another great pick with the Tsunami team. And as I pull up the comparison, and just give me 1 second on that one. Hey, look, Donnie Wahlberg embraces his musical history. Hey, you gotta respect it. You know, Donnie Wahlberg, that's New Kids on the Block, right? You know, that's funny. But Darkness compares himself to Scottie Pippen at that power forward position. Very interesting comparison, but I'm willing to see what's going on here. As the Nightcrawler's pick is in, the Nightcrawlers select Bill the Dill, center. But also, you know, big shout out to Bill, who stepped up a lot and really helped us out this draft because, you know, of course, it's a little chaotic behind the scenes, but we do respect him. Somebody who's going to come in as that sharpshooting lockdown. He was drafted last night. He's drafted again tonight, averaging 10 points per game, 2 assists per game, and about a rebound per game. It's a solid thing right there, as we do have Perry back, as Bill the Deal was just drafted. So a big congratulations to Bill. A big thank you to one of our WR Select admins there. Yeah, hey, he's playing 2 consoles. He's trying to get big this postseason. He's trying to show off. And looking at WR in the chat, your wife made you go see a New Kids on the Block concert. It's okay. You don't have to lie to us, Lux. We know that it was you who took your wife to the concert. But it's all love, man. It's all love. Who doesn't love New Kids on the Block? Except the New Kids on the Block who don't know who New Kids on the Block are. So the St. Louis Archers pick is in. Watch your face. Small forward. Watch your face on that secondary ball handler build. 11 points per game, 1.7 assists per game, 3 rebounds per game. Perry, are you back yet? I want to hear what you got to say on this one. Nope, Perry's still kind of MIA, but it's all good. We'll still keep it going. We know what we're doing. a big shout out to Watch Your Face, one of the more humorous names here, as we do have the Austin Rattlesnakes on the clock. It looks like we're seeing some rumblings in the chat about Shoddy not being in WR Select. Hey, that's something you guys can handle on your own. Right now, he got drafted. Who needs the invite? Let me know. All right, and the pick is in.
Yo, can you hear me?
WST hoodie. Yep, Perry, we hear you.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome
No
back.
luck, you cannot join the stream.
Hey, we're bringing Evan. We can bring the goat Evan. We can bring Evan in, you know. WSC hoodie, of course, the glass cleaning slasher. Someone who averaged 11.2 points per game, 3.7 assists per game, and 9.9 rebounds per game in the combine, who's going to this Rattlesnakes team. What do you think about this? And hey, Gabriel, as I, work on this and throw Evan here.
Yo,
It's
Gabriel,
your job
add me.
to
Hey, yo, Gabriel, just message me on Discord. Message me on Discord, and we'll take a look at it after the draft. But right now, the pick stands. It's not our fault you made that mistake. That's on you. You put the wrong name, so we just called the name that you said. We don't pick teams for you guys. You guys pick your team. That's the name that you typed in the chat. So that's what we got. Shoddy signed up on our end, so I'm not sure where you're getting that he's not in the chat from. I mean, he's not in Select from. If he isn't playing in Select, that's something he's telling the community. He didn't tell us.
Especially because he did get his games in. Ev, do me a favor and please DM me your Discord name so I can add you in, because we'd love to hear from you. That'd be great. You have the Hedgehogs pick that's in. The Hedgehogs select X-Geist, power forward. Now, X-Geist, right here with this Hedgehogs pick, the power forward scoring machines who average 16 points per game, about almost an assist, 2.1 rebounds per game, to be paired with, of course, that team that's looking with Sunny is Money, Chuba, Lion 23 Shada, Low Buckets, and now Geist there. It's a solid pick going on. But, we got to do something real quick, guys. We got to make sure that we tell you about my favorite thing. Have you ever heard about UPA?
Over the years, we've seen leagues scamming you out of money, not paying out as advertised, operating illegally, and most importantly, not doing their part to promote you and your team when you've accomplished a feat. You win and it does move your draft stock a bit. We're working together to bring an official structure to the Pro-Am community called the UPA, Unified Pro-Am Association. We will have UPA certified leagues. Here are the benefits of playing in a UPA certified league. First, UPA certified leagues offer guaranteed payouts as advertised. WR, MPBA, and later Prestige Area and their affiliate leagues have served the community since 2015. We've seen dozens of leagues create a Twitter, provide a Cash App, and disappear overnight. UPA certified leagues are safe.
There's no reason you should have to play 3 or more finals in one night. The UPA will take into consideration for all NBA 2K League qualifying events. There may be overlap, but we will do what we can to limit it. There is often confusion among league rules. The UPA will have a clear set of rules across the board. Also, you cheat in one, you will be banned from them all. The risk to cheat is higher than ever. This will create a way safer and cleaner competitive Pro-Am experience.
UPA certified leagues offer the most direct connection to the next level. When you play in UPA leagues and tournaments, it's guaranteed you will have the attention of scouts, coaches, and GMs at the next level.
UPA certified leagues have zero tolerance for discrimination based on race, gender, national origin, religion, or sexual orientation. Anyone in violation will be brought before a council and require sensitivity training or face a lifetime ban from all UPA leagues.
Last, we've heard your ideas to have one unified national Pro-Am champion, and we're answering the call. That's right, one true amateur champion. Beginning in the post-draft, you'll only be able to earn entry into the National Pro-Am Championship from events hosted by UPA certified leagues. Winners of these events will automatically qualify for the National Championship Tournament, and at-large bids will be awarded based on NAP's innovative Legacy Leaderboard scoring system, applied only to UPA leagues.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Season 6 of the WR Select Draft. The Xbox side, I'm your host, DJ Vegas. Joining me in the booth, of course, we have Hollywood Perry and also the man himself. You just saw him on that whole, lovely ad right there. The head honcho, Ev. How's it going, my guy?
Oh, man, fantastic, man. Just enjoying the draft so far, minus the 30 minutes of nonsense that we had to deal with prior. But I'm glad that's behind us.
Of course. Now, because since we have you here, can you tell us a little bit of UPA and why? I know you kind of spoke about it in the video, but yeah, we want to hear about why you thought about creating UPA and what you're looking to bring forward with UPA in the future.
So UPA is a collaborative effort, between it started with WR, MPBA, and Prestige area. Basically, right now, man, the market for the Pro-Am leagues is saturated. There's a lot going on. There's 100 finals every night. We're seeing series get played at 5 a.m. And as someone who's done scouting and things like that, I don't want to be up till 5 a.m. watching games. I don't want to be competing with 10 other leagues to get the WR finals over with or whatever it may be. It's just a lot going on, and there needs to be like what they say in the community. There's a lack of structure. We need to bring the structure back. So that's exactly what it is. So UPA is a governing body over Pro-Am, so basically we'll be inviting leagues that, leagues will be, regulating leagues. We'll be inviting these certain leagues to be part of UPA. Of course, they have to be legal entities. They have to be, but there's a lot of prerequisites that come with UPA, but it's all, it's all for the good of the community, because we want everybody operating legally. We want everybody to run, we don't want 100 games at 5 a.m. whatever it may be. We don't want 100 leagues competing at the same time. We want everybody to make time for other leagues. So we're not trying to push anybody out. We're just making it to where everything's in line, So if you have a finals at 7 p.m., there's no reason to sit there and play 10 other finals in the same night. Just basically get everybody on one accord and make things just streamlined just for the community teams and players.
Yeah, and that's a fantastic way, and I'm so glad that you and some of the other OGs in the community have brought this forward for all of us. And it's so funny in the chat. Of course, they laugh about all the advertisements about UPA, and of course, we're gonna spam them because we don't want people to say that, oh, well, we didn't know what was UPA. Because, of course, that's what always going to happen. So we'd rather over spam than not spam enough. And you wind up blowing up Ev's DMs at 2, 3 a.m. when the man's trying to sleep. Because,
So one thing with the UPA, with the, release of UPA, there will be one champion. Everyone's going to play in their series. They're going to, win this tournament, win this league, win this and that. But at the end of the day, if all those leagues are part of the UPA or whatever it may be, we will crown one champion by the end of the 2K, by the end of this 2K cycle. One team will be named the best Pro-Am team in 2K21. That's our aim, and we're gonna make it happen.
And that's fantastic. Just like they have Jake from State Farm, we have Ed from UPA, but also we are gonna have X person from the Hedgehogs, because the Hedgehogs are now on the clock. But we do have to say there was a slight error there.
I got you.
You got it? You're going to take over?
Yeah. So I got you right here. So what happened? So go ahead. So the pick is in. Go ahead, Coach Jay. The pick is in. The next pick is in for the head. So what happened was there's a snake draft. So they get sorry. It's a snake draft, so they got back-to-back picks. So we announced X-Geist as their last pick, but that was the pick. That was their first pick of the 5th round. Their last pick was supposed to be Low Buckets, which is what you're seeing now. He's a power forward. and then their to start the 5th round, their pick is X Guys, and that's what happened. We just got confused because they put both picks back to back. So that's on us, and we're just fixing our mistake. So they did also draft low buckets, but they also drafted low X Guys. So they got both of them because of the snake draft. They picked back to back, and that's what happened for the Hedgehogs. And we apologize about that. And we're just trying to fix our mistake. Thank you.
And exactly. And at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter as much. All it is, of course, the players want to know that, hey, especially as teammates, I was picked before you. I'm the favorite. Just like I know that when it comes to WR, I'm the favorite compared to Perry. So it kind of goes just like that. So, but getting on to it though, moving on. All right. So we do have the Rattlesnakes pick on the clock there. We're waiting for them. And we're just waiting for that pick to come in. I know it's about in as we get it. I'm getting word slowly. Of course, no, it was just an error on the graphical side. Of course, we have Coach Jay running like crazy behind the scenes with his 4 computer screens. We definitely have to say a big shout out to Coach Jay for all the work that he's doing, because he's come up and created the graphics for all of these different slides, not only for the PS side, but for the Xbox side as well. And the man's going crazy. So a big shout out to him. But just checking on, and a big shout out to Landis as well. So we're waiting here as the Austin Rattlesnakes slowly come with the clock. And it looks like that pick is in. The Austin Rattlesnakes select X-Hood MVP, small forward. Now, with this Rattlesnakes pick here, X-Hood is come from the combine, averaging 12.6 points per game, 1.6 assists per game, and about a rebound a game. What do you all feel about this pick? All right. So I guess
I was gonna let Ev talk. He didn't talk.
It's all good. I mean, look, we know Hood was a person who just averaged 5. He played only 5 games, so it wasn't really a small sample size. But yeah, please let me know your thoughts, guys.
I want to see more from him. Like, he's one of those players that I feel like has a lot of potential. We just got to see where it goes. He has to produce. He has to come in, especially playing on a team with Dame and Syllable. I really don't know where they're going to use him at. Can you check his different positions? Just want to see where he's at.
Of course. So looking at his stats, he is somebody who can play. He's a lock, primary lock, but he can play hash or the on-ball lock for the meta, depending on if they want to run that 3-triangle system. And going back into what they did, picking WST Hoodie, D-Dev, VE power forward, Syllable at small forward, and D-Dame at point guard, they're definitely going to be trying to run that triangle. They're going to be swinging. So I think it's a solid pick for them here with that Rattlesnakes. But we do have that next pick in. It's Trey Ball Ferg, power forward, scoring machine. A great pick here for the Archers. Trey Ball Ferg, somebody who averaged 7.1 points per game, 2.1 assists per game, and 4.2 rebounds per game. Any thoughts on Trey Ball Ferg? This is a name that I haven't heard yet.
Let me look Trey Ball Ferg up real quick. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look this guy up real quick. Trey Ball Ferg. Go ahead. I'm just looking him up. That's all.
Of course, and as we pull up Trey Ball Ferg stuff, and just slowly loading, Trey Ball Ferg is somebody who has played on that scoring machine build. He also compares himself to PJ Tucker, which, it's ironic. Like, PJ Tucker is not somebody everybody usually compared themselves to in the beginning. So it's kind of fun to see that he's somebody who's, college athletics, worked in a couple different ADBA season CPO, so he does have a little bit of comp experience there. But we do have the Night Crawlers on the clock, and that looks like that.
The reason he says he compares himself to PJ Tucker is because he's a consistent knockdown shooter. That's not really PJ Tucker's game, I'd say.
I'm guessing from the corner.
Oh, okay, that must be the case from the corner. Then I got you.
It is what it is, but it looks like pre-cut Blowfish, power forward, has been selected by the Nightmare. Somebody on that slashing shot creator who averaged 7.8 points per game, 1.9 assists per game, and 4.4 rebounds per game. What do y'all think about this? Because This man's name is Pre-Cut Blowfish.
Hey, look.
Yeah, we gotta talk to him about that name, bro. We gotta talk to him about that name.
You know what? I like the name. Just by the name alone, he's an all-star. He's an all-star. Just by the name alone. Hey, man, Blowfish, I want to see you make it. Do big things, man.
You think he's related to Hootie?
Might be related to Hootie. Might be Hootie's cousin.
Hey, I mean, I guess if we're looking at the Nightmare, they only want to be with him. So we're just going into this. We got to make the old head jokes, y'all. But he does play multiple positions. It's going to be great. Congratulations to him. As the next pick is in.
For the
Tsunami.
Same thing. Tomato.
Is I'm a real bad man. Power forward. Selected to Tsunami
South
here.
Florida.
Hey, look, South Florida's very own. 10.7 points per game in the combine, 2 assists per game, 3 rebounds per game on that playmaking 3-level scorer. What do you all feel about this?
I think he's a real bad man. Let's see. He compares himself to Anthony Davis. Okay, that's a tough comparison. Anthony Davis, I'd like to see you get a double-double, man. He wasn't doing much in the combine. 10-3. Okay.
And of course, he only played a few games on that one, so he just did enough to, get there. But it looks like
you know what it tells me. You know what it tells me about someone that only plays 3 games though? That means they barely did enough to become eligible. Barely. So
there's a lot of
you might not see much out of him this season. Just that's just my take on things.
I definitely agree. And as we get close to that pick being in from the Brooklyn Kingpins, they select, I guess it's Rowan's World or Ron's World. I do apologize if we butchered the name.
With this pick, right? Xbox S only had to play 3 games, but Xbox S, I'm sorry, but Rowan's World, I'm not sure. He at 9.4, 2 assists per game and 5.3 rebounds, but he's in the chat saying that the people that got picked before him is disrespectful. So I'm gonna be watching this Kingpins teams really hard, and I want to see you show up. I want to see you prove that everybody picked before you basically sucks and that you deserve to be picked ahead of them. Show out this season. Show me something, because 9-5 ain't it, and that's just me being honest. So show me that you deserve to be picked sooner.
And you know what? If you do, my man, and I'm saying actually do, not like fake stats, because of course people like to pat stats at the end. If you actually ball out and show out, I'll talk to Lux personally to give you one of those $10 off coupons for the next WR season, because just like we're giving away 3 today, we're giving away more. We do have the Knights on the clock, but we do want to remind you all that even if you don't get drafted, still 60% of people get drafted or get picked up. But the next pick is in for the Nightmare. Move like AB, point guard, offensive threat, goes home to the Nightmare there. 15 points per game. Well, the Knights, I do apologize. 15 points per game, 4.4 assists, 1.1 rebounds. What you guys think?
I'm kind of curious of what they're gonna do. They have 7. They already drafted 2 guards. 3 guards. They got. Tactical's a lock, and then Jody's also. But he's another shooting guard, and then they have 7-7-2. So I'm not sure what they're gonna do with AB. Kind of intriguing.
I think AB needs to open his eyes when he takes pictures. How about you guys?
Yeah,
But just going off his stats, 15 points per game, 4.4 assists. It looks like he's probably a secondary ball handler. I can't see him being a primary, ball handler with those kind of numbers, unless he's just not that great at passing. But that's just the eyeball test. So,
and he looks like he has multiple builds, looking like he can play this secondary ball handler, like you said, as well as the 6'8" power forward build. So we can look at them potentially being a triangle team as well. Okay. As we do have the Flamingos pick in. And they select Easy GL, center. Now, Easy GL in the center, the post playmaker averaged 9.5 points per game in the combine, 3.3 assists per game, and 9.8 rebounds per game. What do you all feel about this Easy GL pick to the Flamingos that already has V. Guerreri, Eyeball Landis, X King TC, and Ryu?
That's what I was just looking at. I just put him up to see if he had any other builds, because he can shoot out the corner. He only shot 6 threes in the combine, so he can shoot a little bit. But you draft the center to go alongside Landis. So I want to see what they do with that. Are they having him swing out the corner, or what's going on with that? But I mean,
does he have other builds? Did you see that?
Nope. He only puts one build, and then his player comparison is Kyrie Irving because I'm different. Wow.
At the center, Kyrie Irving at the center. Okay,
gotta love it.
Wow,
that's a new one.
Wow.
He might be Kyrie on the stage saying that, you know.
Wow.
So,
he probably takes days off like Kyrie.
Hey,
yeah, he probably
mentally
takes
too,
days
you
off.
know? Maybe took days off from school thinking that, you know, playing center and being like Kyrie. But, you know, let me stop trolling. Let me stop messing with this guy. Congratulations to you. But we do have the next pick in for the Montana Mountain Lions, which is the King Clips shooting guard. Another two-way off the board. As you all can see, they're just trying to make sure that there's a lot of depth there. Somebody who averaged 12.5 points per game in the combine, 1 assist per game, and 1.2 rebounds per game. What do you feel about this King Clips pick, who's going on to play with, you know, Kraken, which do apologize for the name error earlier, Kakarot, Ravinci, and Marquise TC with the Mountain Lions?
I don't know. I honestly don't know what to think, because like we said earlier, we thought they're gonna do the two. I'm gonna pull them up right now. I hope he has different builds, because we said we thought they're gonna do the 2 ball handler system, but now you draft another shooting guard / lock-ish, but you already have Ravinci there, so I'm just kind of confused. I thought they're gonna go power forward to center, but they keep going small, which I'm not understanding, but we'll see. I still don't understand. I just been confused about their draft the whole time. They drafted a person at 1 who no one said anything about. So I definitely thought they would have still been there at 9. So I'm just really anxious to see how they play out this season.
You know, at this point, I feel like not a lot of teams. I feel like some teams have no real strategy with drafting right now. I could be wrong.
Okay, so this guy right here, looking at his thing, his other positions are a 2-way 3-point shot creator, score machine, and a paint beast. So this may be their center. He says he's like Kawhi and Jimmy Butler and Clay. So,
oh, okay.
We'll see if he can back it up. But it looks like the Traffic pick is in. The champion Los Angeles Traffic select Louis the Problem, point guard. So now Louis the Problem, it's a very value pick to get him here this late. Somebody on that offensive threat build, 14.5 points per game, 5 assists, 1.1 rebounds. What do you guys think about this pick?
So Louis been around for a minute, man. So he's always consistently putting in work. I think this is a great pick. You know, I'm not sure exactly where they're gonna put him at, but I think this is a great pick, man. I've known him. He's been a great player.
Yeah, and looking at his thing, he only plays point guard. That's what it says here. And so this may be just a backup point guard if they can't play or something like that. But what I'm seeing here is he shot under 40% in the combine, so he may have been doing a little trolling. He played 8 games, but I don't know.
So you think he might have been trying to kill his draft stock on purpose?
Could be.
So, you know, that is a great pick there. And I believe we do have a nice special treat for you guys. And what it is a little video.
All right, guys, welcome back. It's your boy Hollywood Perry here. We have LA Traffic's on the clock. Vegas stepped off to use the restroom, so we're here. We're gonna move right along. The Traffic's on the clock. Let me know when
Just
that
got
pick.
caught in a little traffic, Perry. You know, all good.
Yes, sir.
But, just so you all know, make sure you all smash that like button, subscribe to the WR Pro Am League channel, and make sure you turn on all your notifications for all WR Pro Am League content going forward. YouTube is going to be the main place here, so you can check out some WR classics, you can check out some current games, and you can check out some of these WR select games, as it looks like the Los Angeles Traffic pick is in. And the champions select WST X Plug center. Now, WST X Plug, or we're just going to call him Plug, on the 2A slashing shot creator, somebody who averaged 11 points per game, 1.7 assists per game, and 3 rebounds per game, to be paired with his WST brother in Sauce on this Traffic team. What do you think about this pick, Perry?
I'm not sure. I haven't really seen much of Plug, to be honest. So I'm not really gonna speak. I'm gonna pull up his stats right now, but I haven't really seen him much of Plug.
All right, and before we do get to the next pick and we start speaking a little bit more onto Plug, I do want to remind people that yes, there are only 8 rounds total in this draft, but teams will still be able to pick up free agents after this. I believe they have 2 free agent slots open. Usually it's about 60% of all players who sign up for Select wind up getting signed to a team at some point in the season, especially this year with Xbox, only being 10 teams and signups. Most likely people will get picked in, but it looks like the pick is in. I do apologize for not speaking on Plug, but the next pick in for the Mountain Lions is LXL Baller, small forward shot creator.
Oh man.
Now, what's the old man going on?
Their pick is true. It's true nightmare.
So
I'm sorry.
We do apologize. It looks like the actual pick is, we do apologize to LXL Baller. The pick for the Mountain Lions is True Nightmare 1. And as we do pull up the stats on that one, we do apologize for the miscommunication, as that all goes in on this side.
She drafted 2. She said 2 names, and she went with True. So we apologize about that.
Of course. But big welcome to Stin. Of course, we know you're an Xbox guy. This is something that, of course, you'll be here. It's Xbox. We need to see you, on the other side, just like you want to see us here. Of course, looking at True Nightmare, somebody who averaged about 11.4 points per game in the combine, someone who averaged also 2.1 assists, and
Can you guys still hear Vegas? I can't.
Let us know if you can still hear me. I believe they can. But yes, somebody who had a little bit of competitive experience, but not too much, compares himself to Klay Thompson, going there to the Mountain Lions pick. Hey, double power forwards, but we do have the Flamingos on the clock. And the round we are in currently is the 6th round. 6 of 8. So we're on the back end, going back from the Traffic all the way up to the Hedgehogs in the 6th round. We have 2 more rounds after this. So please do not despair, people. I know you're all starting to sweat. We could go the Eminem reference. Your palms are getting sweaty. You're getting nervous. You're probably in Perry's DMs cursing him out like, oh, I should have got picked. YPs too, probably demanding refunds. But again, remember, 1, there are no refunds. Make sure you read the rules and regulations that are going on in the WR website and the WR handbook. Also, people can still get picked after the draft. There's 2 spots, as well as a lot of players get picked up during the course of the season. As we wait for this Flamingos pick, Okay, so we are going to give them a second because it seems like there is a little discord in the Discord. But I think we should kind of take this time to, look, let's just get UPA out the way now.
Over the years, we've seen leagues scamming you out of money, not paying out as advertised, operating illegally, and most importantly, not doing their part to promote you and your team when you've accomplished a feat. You win and it does move your draft stock a bit. We're working together to bring an official structure to the Pro-Am community called the UPA, Unified Pro-Am Association. We will have UPA certified leagues. Here are the benefits of playing in a UPA certified league. First, UPA certified leagues offer guaranteed payouts as advertised. WR, MPBA, and later Prestige Area and their affiliate leagues have served the community since 2015. We've seen dozens of leagues create a Twitter, provide a Cash App, and disappear overnight. UPA certified leagues are safe.
There's no reason you should have to play 3 or more finals in one night. The UPA will take into consideration for all NBA 2K League qualifying events. There may be overlap, but we will do what we can to limit it. There is often confusion among league rules. The UPA will have a clear set of rules across the board. Also, you cheat in one, you will be banned from them all. The risk to cheat is higher than ever. This will create a way safer and cleaner competitive Pro-Am experience.
UPA certified leagues offer the most direct connection to the next level. When you play in UPA leagues and tournaments, it's guaranteed you will have the attention of scouts, coaches, and GMs at the next level.
UPA certified leagues have zero tolerance for discrimination based on race, gender, national origin, religion, or sexual orientation. Anyone in violation will be brought before a council and require sensitivity training or face a lifetime ban from all UPA leagues.
Last, we've heard your ideas to have one unified national Pro-Am champion, and we're answering the call. That's right, one true amateur champion. Beginning in the post-draft, you'll only be able to earn entry into the National Pro-Am Championship from events hosted by UPA certified leagues. Winners of these events will automatically qualify for the National Championship Tournament, and at-large bids will be awarded based on NAP's innovative legacy leaderboard scoring system, applied only to UPA leagues.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Season 6 of the WR Select Draft Xbox side. I'm your host, STEEZO Vegas. Joining me in the booth today is Hollywood Perry, admin for the Xbox side. How's it going, my guy? You good?
Yeah, bro. It's I'm a little, just trying to get through this. I apologize about all the everything that's going on, guys. It's been a crazy draft already. I can't wait to get to the Periscope after this. We got some talking to do, boy.
I definitely hear that, man. At this point, everyone, if you guys want to send Perry a drink after this, you should probably DM him because he might need one. But of course, we're not going to talk about what kind of drink because this is a family-friendly channel. So that can be Kool-Aid, that can be juice, that can be whatever you want it to be. So the Flamingos are on the clock. We do have their pick in, and let's get right to it. With the Flamingos pick, the third pick in the 6th round, they select Jay to the freaking Woods. Small forward, another two-way scoring machine goes off the board. Someone who averaged 16.5 points per game in the combine, 1.5 assists per game, and about half a rebound. Perry, what do you think about Jay to the freaking Woods going to the Flamingos here?
I think it's a good pick. Honestly, he brings scoring and defense to the team, especially in the 6th round. So I think here he's just looking for versatility and depth, and I think he brings that.
All right, well, Jay to the freaking Woods. It's now Jay to the freaking Sunshine State. Congratulations to you as you got drafted. We do have the Orlando Knights on the clock. And again, chat, remember, we are giving away 3 coupons to people in the chat. So right after this, I'm going to have my guy Perry choose one person in the chat that we're going to give away that free $10 off coupon to WR coming up. Let's put in for the Orlando Knights, and they select Biapu or Bapu. Do apologize if we're messing this up. Small forward, two-way sharpshooter. Congratulations to you. That's a heck of a face scan as well. Like, hey, that's a face only a mother can love. But hey, you know, to each their own, right? Somebody who averaged 11 points per game in the combine, 2 assists, 1.2 rebounds. How do you feel about Biapu going to Orlando?
I think it's a good pick. I just don't know. I think he's one of the I think he was one of the Xbox S players, if I remember correctly, or he was one of the players that got an X late. But he's a decent player. That face scan is wild, but he's a decent player though.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, not saying like I would never call somebody ugly, but like, you know, hey, it's a virtual game, I guess. You know, it doesn't really matter. Whew. Just imagine seeing that walking down the street. I'd like, oh, yeah. Coach Jay, just want to double check that you can see what's going on in the channel there. Chat, while that goes on, we are going to select. Cool. So we do have Brooklyn Kings on the clock. What's up, Perry? You good?
Yeah. So with this pick right here, can we?
We're waiting on that one, but what we want to do is give away one of those 3 coupons because we're about 6 rounds in and we haven't given out any money. You want to pick some random lucky person in the chat that's been here and been engaging?
Yeah, let me look right now. I can look right now, and we're gonna go with Nato got drafted in the first round, but he's been here pretty much the whole stream. If he's here now, Nato, write in the chat, and you got a free $10 off gift card.
Congratulations to you, Nato. And you can use that for your first UPA event because we know you're going to sign up, and we know how much you love us talking about UPA. What's up, Dre? Welcome out. Welcome to the stream. Zessa, Jones, is it possible for regular players to try out next season? I work nights, so play in the daytime. Don't have the new system yet. No crew, so wins, loss, be trash. I understand that. So currently, this is next gen for WR Select, but there are a couple different leagues that do play that way. I know as far as current gen goes, there are some that do play in daytime or will fix it up. I would recommend you DM on Twitter WR Select or WR Pro Am League to get more information. But it looks like the pick is in for the Brooklyn Kingpins, and they select LXL Baller. Well, that was easy, somebody who was supposed to be picked up a little bit earlier. They go right here to the Kingpins. That small forward shot creator, averaging 10.4 points per game in the combine, 2.4 assists per game, and 2.8 rebounds per game. What do you think so far?
Like we said earlier, it's a depth pick. Someone who brings versatility, like we said earlier. He's gonna be a good player for this team. Just a quick break. Just make sure you guys like, comment, like and subscribe to the channel, please. As we get ready for the next pick.
Yeah, and of course, definitely make sure you smash that like button, click that subscribe button, and make sure you turn on all notifications, not just one notification, not just some notifications, all of them, so we can get flooded and you can get flooded with all Pro-Am content. But talking about floods, the Tsunami's pick is in. And they select, I guess it's Sin Got Game or Sin Got Fame. Of course, we know that it's a lot of names in here, but that power forward, mid-range slasher, somebody who had the 8.3 points per game in the combine, 1.8 assists per game, as well as 1.3 rebounds per game. What are you thinking about the Tsunami pick here?
Like we said, like later on in the draft, it's more about depth, what builds you have, how you fit. Cause like just coming off just the eye test, he doesn't pop. But around these picks, you just need guys that can fill in when you need them and whatnot. especially with someone like Shotty and shots by Sniper. So we just need someone who can fill in behind them.
Definitely agree with that one. So Khalil, it looks like what happened was time expired. As you all know, with time being expired, it goes to auto pick, which that's why that player was selected there. It is unfortunate that happened, but that is the rule. It's happened last night. It actually humorously happened last night, but the big congratulations there. And so we do have the next pick for the Charlotte Nightcrawlers that is coming in now. The Charlotte Nightcrawlers select Watts, small forward. Watts on that inside-out scorer, someone who averaged 4.4 points per game, 1.6 assists per game, and 2.6 rebounds per game. Of course, on that inside-out scorer, is most likely playing that 3 or 4. What do you think about this pick here, Perry?
I think it's like, I feel like I keep repeating myself, but it's like once we get to the latter parts of the draft, that's what happens. Like they become versatility picks, like depth picks. Like you pick people who can fill a need and fill a spot. So like, say if it's a night Colwell can't play, you got to throw him out there. You know that's what he's there for.
Definitely get that, and you know. The Watts is somebody who only played 5 games. They have multiple positions. Somebody who definitely sees as that primary lock, but I think it's somebody we're probably going to see more so on the inside-out scorer at that power forward. Compares himself another Avery Bradley who can impact the game in different ways. So big congratulations for him getting drafted there. Would love to see them be able to show out more. But that next pick in for the St. Louis Archers is in, and the St. Louis Archers select Golden Boy Ak, shooting guard. So, hey, the Golden Boy is going to Austin. Going to be a rattlesnake. On that two-way sharpshooter, another two-way sharpshooter off the board. And if you guys haven't seen already, this has really been the story of this draft. It's just, hey, two-way sharpshooters. I'm not going to lie. We might see a whole team run out with a whole 5 of two-way sharpshooters if possible. I would hope not, but it might happen. Somebody who's averaged 11.1 points per game, 2.3 assists per game, and no rebounds whatsoever. A big shout out to Golden Boy Ak as they go there to that Rattlesnakes pick. And to keep it pushing, it does look like that next pick is in for, I believe it is the Rattlesnakes. And I do apologize, that was the Archers with Golden Boy. But now the Rattlesnakes select VW Bush, center. So VW Bush, I remember seeing them earlier in the chat asking if they got drafted. Unfortunately, at that moment, you didn't. But guess what? You just did. Congratulations as you go to Austin and you become a Rattlesnake. Somebody who averaged 11.4 points per game, 1.6 assists per game, and 8.7 rebounds per game on that paint beast. And it looks like, I do apologize, it's VW Bruh, not VW Bush. Hey, at least it's not VW Beetle, because that would be a really awkward name there too. So congratulations to VW Bruh. Shout out to you. Sorry for the name. It's going to be Bush from now on. We just changed the whole name, but buddy. Nah, I'm joking. Good. But that Seattle Hedgehogs pick is on the clock. We're just waiting for them, and it looks like it's coming in now. The Seattle Hedgehogs, the final pick in the round, select Born Prodigy, shooting guard and scoring machine. You know, somebody who had great combine stats with 15.6 points per game, 5.8 assists per game, 1 rebound per game. But, you know, I don't know about you guys. We kind of need that 7th inning stretch, 6th inning stretch. We want to check a little ad out from our people at WR. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Season 6 of the WR Select Draft Xbox side. I'm your host, STEEZO Vegas. I am here in the booth with my guy, Perry, Hollywood Perry. We're here, we're live, but make sure to like the stream as well as subscribe to the channel and turn all notifications on so you can see all kinds of great WR Pro Am League content from now and going forward. We do have my guy, Rhino, in the chat. A big shout out to Rhino, who's been a huge proponent of the WR family for years. Also, you know, my right-hand man when it comes to a lot of stuff in the booth. I promise I'm not cheating on you. Like Shaggy said, it wasn't me. So, you know, big shout out to you. Missed you, my guy. We do have the Hedgehogs back on the clock, but make sure, again, 11:59 is the deadline, y'all. You know, Season 29 of PlayStation and Season 20 of Xbox are starting soon. Make sure you sign up today so you can get a part of the WR Open. If you missed that deadline, you can still sign up for WR, but you won't be able to play in the Open. So no complaints, because you already hear all the words here, especially if you won one of those $10. You know, that is a great question, Coach Jay. We will double check with the admins. But again, make sure you do that. Make sure you all sign up. We do have the Hedgehogs on the clock, and it looks like that pick is in. The first pick of the 7th round, the Seattle Hedgehogs select ZZ Fresh Prince, power forward. Now, ZZ Fresh Prince, another 2A sharpshooter off the board, someone who averaged 10.7 points per game, 1.2 assists per game, and about a rebound a game in the combine. At this point, again, a lot of depth picks. You all see that people are trying to add in a lot more of these 2A guards, just in case, if you want to run the meta, or if not, you have the ability. So
you have
big
the
shout out
ability to switch out how you want to go, and you get to basically control your own destiny. So I was just telling the GMs to let's get these picks in. I want to try to do some fast picks so we can try to get it going. So right now I have the next 1, 2
going in right now. The pick is in, actually. Bigum OG, power forward, was just taken by the Austin Rattlesnakes. A big congratulations to you. That facilitating finisher at the combine averaged 5.3 points per game, 2 assists per game, and 5.4 rebounds per game. Another solid depth pick there for, of course, this Rattlesnakes team. Hey, they're looking like they're definitely covering all their bases so far and just trying to make sure that they have enough so they're not missing games, because, of course, we don't want to play forfeits. We don't want to have to deal with that. So, all right.
So the next pick by the Archers is point guard D-La Waterfall.
Hey, D-La Waterfall going to the Archers.
All right, and then we also have
what Perry, we gotta come on, man. You gotta watch the graphics, guy. We gotta give them some love. 4.3 points per game, 3.3 assists per game, and 5 rebounds per game. So congratulations to them. The Nightcrawlers are on the board. Their pick is in. Now you can do your thing, Perry.
You made me lose my train of thought. Go ahead. The pick is in for the Nightcrawlers. They pick shooting guard Jay Shea 22.
And of course, Jay Shea on that scoring machine in the combine averaged 13.2 points per game, 1.3 assists per game, and 1.7 rebounds per game. So congratulations on them. It looks like, of course, Khalil, hey, that works. As long as it's all in there, it's all good. We're good to go. I see, of course, we do have the next pick for the Tsunami in. We are definitely trying to speed this up here. The San Diego Tsunami select Vision X Khan, center. Vision, of course, is one of those content creators in the community, one of the young and up-and-coming content creators on that glass cleaning slasher. Averaged 13.6 points per game in the combine, 3.7 assists per game, and 12.3 rebounds, which is a whopping number, especially looking at a lot of the numbers there. So a big congratulations to them, well, to Vision, going to the Tsunami here. What do you think about this pick, Perry?
It's another, oh my goodness, it's another depth pick. He can come in, he can dominate the glass. So it just can see how they're gonna do their lineup, because this is a guy that can really play the center position well.
Yeah, definitely agree. And for those people in the chat who, of course, we also have to remember that stats don't mean everything because, of course, these are basic stats. They're not even advanced analytics or any of that stuff. It's up to the GMs to do all of the scouting. If you feel that you are being snubbed, you should send them your info, send them your stuff, do better. But we do have that next pick in from the Brooklyn Kingpins. It's Just Saint, another center off the board, that playmaking paint beast. He's averaging 6.8 points per game, 4.3 assists per game, and 11.4 rebounds per game. So, congratulations to them. It's another great pick there for the Kingpins. But yes, like Rhino said, in a lot of comp games, especially now with this 3 power forward meta, centers are not averaging that many rebounds. It's more so on the power forwards that are getting a lot of it because centers are usually forced to play high to stop the 3 ball. So if you're getting a lot of rebounds, it might be a lucky game, or that means, hey, you need to stop camping in the paint and actually help your luck because it might be you who's messing up your defense. But I digress. The Orlando Knights look like they're picking in, and they select GS Keem 2 Savage, center. GS Keem 2 Savage going to the Knights. Someone on that glass cleaning finisher, averaged 8.5 points per game, 2.7 assists per game, and 6.2 rebounds per game. Come on, Perry, you want to give me a breakdown on this one?
I'm sorry, bro. GMs are messaging me right now about the draft and everything else. So
all good, man. Hey. Because, of course, if you all didn't know, Hollywood Perry is actually the admin for the Xbox side of WR Select. So if you all have any issues, I would recommend DMing Perry. Maybe not right now. He might be a little busy. But, a little bit later. Let him get cool. But, talking about cool, it's cool to see that the Flamingos pick is in. And it looks like LX, we're just going to call him Closer, on the shooting guard. Another 2-way off the board on that 2-way inside-out scorer. Someone in the combine who averaged 9.6 points per game, 2.8 assists per game, and almost a rebound. Hey, almost they tried. But another great pick there to combine with Guerrero Landis, King Ryu, Easy, and Jay to the freaking Flamingos, because we're not going to say freaking Woods anymore. He's Jay to the freaking Flamingos. So big congratulations to them. The Mountain Lions are on the clock.
Okay, so I have so for the okay, go ahead.
Of course, and the Mountain Lions pick is Savage 408. Now, I kind of feel bad for this guy because, of course, just imagine trying to search this name. You're trying to play with them, and like you have to, it's a lowercase here, uppercase here, number here. Oh, whew. Let's come up with something original. But congratulations to you, though. Another power forward that got drafted, 3-level scorer. Of course, it's all about the swing. Someone who averaged 9.6 points per game, 2.2 assists per game, and 4.5 rebounds per game. Getting drafted there to the Mountain Lions. And we are up to the traffic with their pick, the final pick of the 7th round, as they are on the clock. And it looks like the pick is already in. I guess, that traffic war room does not play. And it is Agent 1 Uno, power forward. Agent 1 Uno on that playmaking 3-level scorer, somebody who averaged 11.5 points per game in the combine, to go along with 2 assists per game and almost a rebound. Another solid pick there with the traffic. And that concludes the 7th round. There's only 1 round left. It's crazy. This thing, it's kind of flying by. You imagine like, oh, wow. Might get picked. You're kind of sitting here sweating. But I'm also kind of sweating. I get chills every time I watch this video, though. How about you guys check it out?
Over the years, we've seen leagues scamming you out of money, not paying out as advertised, operating illegally, and most importantly, not doing their part to promote you and your team when you've accomplished a feat. You win and it does move your draft stock a bit. We're working together to bring an official structure to the Pro-Am community called the UPA, Unified Pro-Am Association. We will have UPA certified leagues. Here are the benefits of playing in a UPA certified league. First, UPA certified leagues offer guaranteed payouts as advertised. WR, MPBA, and later Prestige Area, and their affiliate leagues have served the community since 2015. We've seen dozens of leagues create a Twitter, provide a Cash App, and disappear overnight. UPA certified leagues are safe.
There is no reason you should have to play 3 or more finals in one night. The UPA will take into consideration for all NBA 2K League qualifying events. There may be overlap, but we will do what we can to limit it. There is often confusion among league rules. The UPA will have a clear set of rules across the board. Also, you cheat in one, you will be banned from them all. The risk to cheat is higher than ever. This will create a way safer and cleaner competitive Pro-Am experience.
UPA certified leagues offer the most direct connection to the next level. When you play in UPA leagues and tournaments, it's guaranteed you will have the attention of scouts, coaches, and GMs at the next level.
UPA certified leagues have zero tolerance for discrimination based on race, gender, national origin, religion, or sexual orientation. Anyone in violation will be brought before a council and require sensitivity training or face a lifetime ban from all UPA leagues.
Last, we've heard your ideas to have one unified national Pro-Am champion, and we're answering the call. That's right, one true amateur champion. Beginning in the post-draft, you'll only be able to earn entry into the National Pro-Am Championship from events hosted by UPA certified leagues. Winners of these events will automatically qualify for the National Championship Tournament, and at-large bids will be awarded based on NAP's innovative legacy leaderboard scoring system, applied only to UPA leagues.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, look, Perry, Jinx, you owe me a soda or a drink. Actually, I'm gonna send you one though, because you kind of deserve it. So of course, we are back. It's the final countdown. Look,
So
they don't
it's
pay
the
me to
last
sing
round.
though. They don't
We're
pay
gonna
me to
give
sing.
so I'm gonna give out another $10 off coupon for any WR event. So what you guys gotta do is, my boy Coach Jay, he's behind the scenes, so you don't hear him. He picked the number 1 to 20. So you guys pick a number in the chat between 1 and 20. Whoever gets the number right, I will send you a $10 off coupon. Starting now, type the numbers in, spam the chat.
And of course, the first person that does it, we will stop everything and we will, shout you out and give that. So of course, you only get one number.
Yep.
So of course, we have one round left, one final round, but do not despair, because of course, teams are allowed to pick up 2 free agents each in free agency right after the draft is over, as well as even if you don't get picked up, 60% of people still get added to a team going forward. It's definitely something that is be more. You made me stop my rant. You made me stop my rant. But of course, you all know that sometimes things happen. Of course, as somebody who is huge on marketing, scouting, branding, and someone who was a draft analyst for a 2K League team, it's not just about the game. You have to set yourself apart. You have to do more because, of course, with so many prospects, a lot of people in the NBA or some of these top tier organizations, they have agents to send out film and everything for them. You don't have that here. So you have to do it yourself. You have to take the initiative. It's not all buddy-buddy. I promise. While sometimes it might be with certain situations, you need to set yourself apart so that you can defeat said issues that you feel is there. So I still don't see any numbers.
Hey,
I
said 1 to 20, bro. You put 99. But yeah, bro, it's all about branding. You gotta make sure you brand yourself and putting yourself out there.
Because hey, if you're not branding yourself in WR Select, how are you gonna market and brand yourself to get to the 2K League?
True.
But I do digress. The Traffic are on the clock. This is the final pick for the championship Traffic, and their pick is in. The LA Traffic select Bronco VE. I think it's Bronco. Brexnoco. I don't know, Loco, but he's going to be Loco because he's probably going Loco right now.
And
the championship team.
On the clock, I have their pick. Their pick is going to be whenever you're ready for it. Let me know.
hey, we got to make sure that we have our guy who's ready to go on the graphics side. But the Mountain Lions pick looks like it's it. Take it away, Perry.
It's good. The Mountain Lions pick is going to be DT Problem. DT Problem for the Mountain Lions is going to be the pick. But here's the thing. He's going to be traded to the Kingpins for El Baller. We'll talk about it after the draft. But DT Problem is drafted by the Mountain Lions, but he's going to be immediately going to the Kingpin once we make it official after the draft. But that's the pick right now. DT Problem is going to the Mountain Lions for a brief moment.
All right, and that's a very, very quick stint with the Mountain Lions before being shifted off. So, hey, who knows? Maybe they just weren't a fan of Montana. They kind of wanted to go somewhere else. So, congratulations to DT, someone who averaged 6.3 points per game, 1.4 assists per game, and 3.1 rebounds per game on that playmaking 3-level score at that power forward position. So, congratulations to you as the Flamingos are on the clock. And we still don't see any numbers as the Flamingos pick is already in. We're still waiting for that final number. Make sure you spam that in the chat as TBG BB803 is going to the Sunshine State, aka Miami. I guess no, that's too bad. That's horrible. But he's a power forward, scoring machine, 8.9 points per game, 3 assists per game, 4.1 rebounds per game, going there to the Sunshine State. So big congratulations to you.
All right, so
you good, Perry?
Yeah, I'm just reading the chat. Pick a number 1 through 20, guys. 1 through 20. The Knights are on the clock.
Look, at this rate, Perry, maybe nobody would get it. You trying to play WR this season? Because I heard that it's not only season 29 for the PlayStation side, it's season 20 for the Xbox side. And we have to sign up by 11:59 p.m. tonight to be eligible for the WR Open. How your stick skills?
My sticks. I just got drafted last night. Why are you asking my stick skills? They legit.
Hey, look, you could chuck all you want. I'll just grab whatever boards you need.
Okay. Hold on. We have a winner. Low Buckets. DM me right now on the WR Select Twitter page and say that you guessed the number 17. That is Coach Jay's number. So I'm going to send you a $10 off discount.
Congratulations to you, but the pick is in. Do apologize, Perry. No, I believe that's Isotropic, point guard, is being drafted to the Knights. Offensive threat, somebody in the combine who dropped 12.9 points per game, 7.7 assists per game, and about a half a rebound. And that's the final pick there for the Knights. Big congratulations to you, and a big congratulations to you, Low Buckets. Make sure you hit up Perry for that lovely $10 off coupon for this current WR system or WR League season. Don't worry, y'all. We still have one more to go. Just like, even if you don't get drafted today, you still have at least a few more chances. Because guess what? There is... Have you heard about the undrafted tournament, Perry?
Yes, sir. I actually played it a couple seasons ago. It's really lit. You get to make your own team and compete and make a name for yourself.
But the pick is in. YG the Beast, 6'6", power forward, playmaking 3-level scorers, going to the Kingpins with their final pick, 5.7 points per game, 2.6 assists per game, 2.9 rebounds per game. But yes, I definitely agree. All is not over if you don't get drafted today. You do have the undrafted tournament that you all can play in to show off your skills. Because if you feel that you're not getting enough recognition or you feel that you were slept on, that's a great opportunity to show your skills and try and get picked up by a team. But we do have the Tsunami pick in. And the San Diego Tsunami select Shai Blanco, small forward. Another sharp shooting lockdown. Of course, as you guys see between the sharp blocks, that's been, again, if we had themes, if we had motifs, if we had metas, of course, like it's 2K, we always had metas. this is the meta of the Xbox side of the WR Select Draft. Somebody who averaged 6.8 points per game, about an assist, 1.2 rebounds per game during their combine selection. So a big congratulations to Shy as they go there to San Diego. And we do have the Nightcrawlers pick that's already in. We're just going to kind of keep spamming through it. The Nightcrawlers select with their final pick, Montana, 470, power forward. So, of course, Montana on that scoring machine averaged 5.6 points per game, 1 assist per game, and 2.1 rebounds per game, going with that final pick to the Nightcrawlers. So big congratulations to you. We do have the Archers on the clock. We're waiting for everybody to get set up there. We only have 3 picks left, everyone. But again, it's not over. Make sure you do that. Make sure you check it out. I know it's getting sweaty, but what we're going to do, if you guys, first person who can tell me who won not only the PlayStation side of WR Select, but the Xbox side of WR Select for Season 5, you'll win the final $10 coupon, as we have the Archers pick in, Golden Boy on me, shooting guard, going to St. Louis on that offensive threat build for the Combine. Averaged about 5.7 points per game, 1 assist, and no rebounds. Solid depth pick there for the Archers. And then there were only 2, as the Austin Rattlesnakes are on the clock. But before we forget, make sure you subscribe, you smash that like button, and you definitely turn on all notifications so you can see all WR Pro M League content from WR Select all the way to WR Pro M League Majors Draft. So definitely check that out.
Yo, man, Rhino is a troll, bro.
Yeah, exactly. No, Rhino didn't say the team, so it is what it is.
No. He said if you don't get drafted on Xbox, go ahead and sell your Xbox.
Hey. We wouldn't say all of that because, of course, there's still the undrafted showcase. But the pick is in for the Austin Rattlesnakes, and it's Zenza, shooting guard. And I hope I did not butcher that name because I definitely feel like I did. Scoring machine, another shooting guard, somebody who averaged 14.4 points per game in the Combine, 0.6 assists, 0.6 rebounds. Hey, look, chat, we're still waiting. But again, with the last pick, the Hedgehogs are up. But remember, 11:59 p.m. is the deadline to get into the open. Make sure you sign up for Season 20 on Xbox, Season 29 for PlayStation.
Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content.
And a big shout out to everybody who helped out behind the scenes, from Perry to YP to Coach J, who's been killing it behind the scenes with everything. Lux, Pat, the entire, Ryan, the entire WR family. Thank you for everything. Season 6 is here. We hope to continue going, but it looks like the final pick is in. Remember, it's still not over. If you don't get picked today, you can still get picked to a team, and you still have a 60% chance of playing throughout the season. I recommend doing it. Play the showcase. But the Hedgehogs select NY Cager Beast, shooting guard. NY Cager Beast, congratulations. You are Mr. Irrelevant, being drafted to the Seattle Hedgehogs with the 80th overall pick in Season 6 of the WR Select Draft on the Xbox side. On that playmaking shot creator, he averaged about 9.8 points per game, 2.2 assists per game, and about a half a rebound. And hey, now you're Mr. Irrelevant. You have, maybe we could talk to Ed, give you a parade around the Discord, something like that. But congratulations, Be More. We will give you that. Santa Fe, and of course, you have LA Traffic. So we'll give you that $10 coupon. Make sure you DM Perry. You can get everything from there. Congratulations to everyone who was drafted. Remember, for all of those who weren't drafted, free agency has opened. Please,
I'm surprised my guy B Fleet didn't get drafted, man. I wanted him to get drafted.
Hey, still not late. Now he has a chance to go wherever he wants. So Thank you all for everything. Please, again, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn your notifications on for all further WR Pro M content. Definitely check out, definitely check out the post. Yep. The post-draft Periscope with Perry. Look at all that,
Yes, sir. I'm going live in 3 minutes. I'm going live right after Coach J take us out with the UPA commercial. Let's go, Coach J.
Peace.
Peace.
Over the years, we've seen leagues scamming you out of money, not paying out as advertised, operating illegally, and most importantly, not doing their part to promote you and your team when you've accomplished a feat. You win and it does move your draft stock a bit. We're working together to bring an official structure to the Pro-Am community called the UPA, Unified Pro-Am Association. We will have UPA certified leagues. Here are the benefits of playing in a UPA certified league. First, UPA certified leagues offer guaranteed payouts as advertised. WR, MPBA, and later Prestige Area and their affiliate leagues have served the community since 2015. We've seen dozens of leagues create a Twitter, provide a Cash App, and disappear overnight. UPA certified leagues are safe.
There's no reason you should have to play 3 or more finals in one night. The UPA will take into consideration for all NBA 2K League qualifying events. There may be overlap, but we will do what we can to limit it. There is often confusion among league rules. The UPA will have a clear set of rules across the board. Also, you cheat in one, you will be banned from them all. The risk to cheat is higher than ever. This will create a way safer and cleaner competitive Pro-Am experience.
UPA certified leagues offer the most direct connection to the next level. When you play in UPA leagues and tournaments, it's guaranteed you will have the attention of scouts, coaches, and GMs at the next level.
UPA certified leagues have zero tolerance for discrimination based on race, gender, national origin, religion, or sexual orientation. Anyone in violation will be brought before a council and require sensitivity training or face a lifetime ban from all UPA leagues.
Last, we've heard your ideas to have one unified national Pro-Am champion, and we're answering the call. That's right, one true amateur champion. Beginning in the post-draft, you'll only be able to earn entry into the National Pro-Am Championship from events hosted by UPA certified leagues. Winners of these events will automatically qualify for the National Championship Tournament, and at-large bids will be awarded based on NAP's innovative Legacy Leaderboard scoring system, applied only to UPA leagues.